Hi, I'm Liz. I go by Stitch by Liz with an underscore over on Instagram. And welcome to Flosstube. What number are we? I have my notes here somewhere. Flosstube 73. Today is, what is the date today? Friday the 4th of April 2025. I am a bit frazzled. I have a very short time to film this on my lunch break before I have to go back to the chaos that is work. If you are new, welcome. Thank you so much for clicking on one of my videos. If you are returning, welcome back to the Hot Mess Express. That is me. I don't know why my face is so red. If you are new, this is my little corner of YouTube where I talk about my cross stitching. This little corner up here is where my husband Ross puts in his comments. He's also my unpaid editor. This corner down here is where the little tiny Dark Lord Vader puts whatever he wants to say. He just left the room, so we'll see if he deigns to grace us with his presence in this video. We shall see. Okay, what has been happening in my life? I mean, my personal self, not much. On Wednesday last week, Vader unfortunately had a massive seizure, which I am hoping never ever happens again because that was absolutely terrifying. He's okay. We don't know what caused the seizure. We were at the vet on Wednesday night. They took some bloods. They gave him Valium, which is the only time in his life this cat has ever been calm. I then had to take him back on the Thursday. He got more bloods and I had to take him back this morning for more bloods. So, you know, we'll see what happens. Hopefully he's okay, my poor little muffin. But we've been dealing with him. There was a lot of sleepless nights because he needed monitoring to make sure nothing happened again. I swear I don't think Ross and I have caught up on sleep. I am exhausted. You cannot see the giant bags that are under my eyes, which is fine. I mean, if you can, it is what it is, but whatever. So, you know, as a little pick-me-up, what I've been doing at night while I'm stitching is I've been putting cat TV on my laptop. So my laptop gets connected to my 34-inch monitor, which is behind this camera. You can't see it. At my desk, and he's been watching the birdies on my screen and he absolutely loves it. And the other night I put my phone in selfie mode and put it in front of him, so I wanted to see what he looked like while he was watching the birds. And Ross will put in a video. It's so funny. He looks so silly, but he had so much fun. So he loves his little birdies, which is cute. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing. I have got new plans for how I'm stitching, which is really exciting. So I'll share that a little bit later. But I'm going to jump into all of the stitchy things. So I have a finish, which was a start in my last video, and it was a finish shortly after my last video. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 whips. 8 whips to share. I have my March stats. I have some haul from Ginger Stitch AU because there was a new minder and the new minder can't travel alone. And then I got some happy mail from my lovely friend Jen from Wolf Down the Rabbit Hole, which is super exciting. And then I'll share my plans. So let us go. My finish is Haunted Tea by the Witchy Stitcher, which is a fairly new release. And this is my finish. This is stitched on a 32 count that I even weave that I hand dyed myself. Stitch 2/2 with the code for. And it's so cute. I love it. I want to find like an oval gothic-y frame to put this in, but it'll be so cute. So it's just on a grey that I hand dyed myself. Super cute. I realize I probably could have like made it smaller or like moved it up, but whatever, I don't mind. So cute. So that is a finish. Actually, I have 8 whips. One I can't show you because it's my smalls exchange and it's so close to being finished. Hoping to finish it this weekend so then I can get my goodie bag and my small shipped out to the people it's going to, because one's going to Perth. And that can take a little bit of time. So I need to get it finished ASAP to get it either posted this week or next. So that you're not going to see, but I will take a photo once it's done. Okay, first up are the 2 projects that you're going to see continuously for this year. If you can hear that, he's playing with the blind strings. Is 324 by Works by ABC. This is what it looks like. You will see this pretty much fortnightly until it's done. And I'm up to date. This is where I'm up to. Obviously the rest is hidden. But this was yesterday's. I haven't done today's yet. But that is where I'm up to. I love that we're getting into the greens. Greens are my absolute favourite. So that is where 324 is up to. I'm just going to move these over there. This is 324, the sequel, which is the black work version of 324, backstitching, whatever. This is what it'll look like. Again, I'm up to date on this one, which is exciting. So this is what this looks like. I love these ones. These blocks are my favorite. They're so pretty and very easy to stitch. I mean, the zigzags are easy too, but they're just so nice. This is where this is up to. Obviously, there's more hidden. 324 is stitched on a 36 count even weave 2/2. The sequel is stitched on 25 count even weave over 1, but depending on how many threads it calls for, because each square is different. So that is 324. All right, now into my whips. First up is the Fox by Cottage Garden Samplings. This was part of the Year in the Woods series, I think it's called. A Year in the Woods. Yeah, this was number 1. This is the only one I started, and this is the only one I'm going to stitch. I'm not going to stitch the rest of the patterns. I'll likely give the rest of the patterns away. But the Foxy Boy will be going to my friend Lauren once it's finished, so she can have the pattern once it's done. That's what he looks like. This got a decent amount of work in it. And this is where I'm up to. And the reason it got a decent amount of work is because of my plans, which I will go into after I've shown all of my whips. This is stitched on a 18 count that I hand dyed myself, 2/1 with the called for. And yeah, it got a chunk of work, which is super exciting. Fox Needle Minder is from Ginger Stitch AU. I got his tail started, which is so exciting, and his face. So not much to go. Not much to go, and it'll get done, which is so exciting. All right, next up is Siren of the Sea by Autumn Lane Stitchery. This is Ross's favorite project. This one got a little bit, not a crazy amount. And this is where she's up to. So this is stitched on an 18 count opal in the colorway Blue Ocean Floor by Color Cascade. I am stitching this 2/1 full cross with the called for. However, I have made some exceptions. In the chart, there is a suggestion of a DMC variation, which I've used in her hair. And then I used a different DMC variation, color variation, I think they're called, in her tail. And I used the one in her hair for the gem on her necklace. You're not meant to, but the blue that's called for in her hair and in the necklace is literally matches this fabric, so you couldn't even see it. And then I did the pink and thing, and then the rest of her tail will be done in this purple, green, blue variation. Her fins will be done in that. So I've almost finished one tentacle. I need to then do the rest of this one here that'll go across. And then it will be done. This is a really tight 18 count as well. Needle minder is from Ginger Stitch AU and Adam Hart cross stitch. So that is where she's up to. Super, super exciting. Okay, next up is the Haunted Mansion by the Witchy Stitcher. This was as part of the Lost Boys fandom retreat in January. I started it in January. It probably should already be finished, but this is where I'm up to. This is stitched on a 16 count Blackbird by Color Cascade. I absolutely love this color, and I've ordered it in a 32 count linen, so I'm hoping it arrives soon. But like, look at that, like blue, navy, black. Anyway, this is where it's at. I'm stitching it 2/1 with the Cold For. Stitching the pumpkin needle minder is from Inchworm Designs. But I love this. Love it. Love it, love it. Okay, next up is my current whip. It's going to get put away today. Maybe. I wanted to finish this release because I'm 2 parts behind already. This is the Court of Crows Stitch Along by Fine Frog Stitching. I mean, technically the frame was the first release. I haven't finished the frames. Part 1 was like tiny release. Part 2 is also a smallish release. So I technically could get both of those done and then put it away. I mean, I might. I'll see where I get to tonight, but it'll get switched out tomorrow anyway. This is where I'm up to. I finished this frame. I finished the banner that you can't see under here. If I move this, I don't even think you'll be able to see it. I finished this banner, which you can't even see. Finished the frame, did this. Well, I need another color in this. And then I've started working on this frame, which is where the other 2 parts have come out, is essentially finishing this frame off. And there's a little little crow dressed up as a jester in this little bit. So I want to hopefully get that done. Hopefully I'll get it done today after I finish work. We shall see. Fabric is 18 count in the colorway Plum by Forbidden Fiber Co. This was in a solstice box last year. She's doing it again this year. So, or Color of the Rainbow, I think it was called. I'm not sure. She's doing it again. Go have a look at Leanne's website. Needleminder is from Ginger Stitch AU. All right. Next up is Scary Sampler by Heartstring Samplary. So much fill in on this. This got a decent chunk of work. This is where it's up to. I'm gonna hold it back here, and then I'm gonna actually show you what I worked on. I worked on grass and the coffin and more grass and more coffin. That's what I worked on. So much grass. And I still have something like 5,000 stitches left in this green, which is this variegated. This is on a 32 count Tea Rose by Fabric Flare that I got from Sew It All Australia. I'm stitching this 2/2 with the Cold For. And then there is 1/1 on this project as well when I get to that. But I'm stitching it with the Cold For hand-dyed threads. Which are a mix of, I think, Colour and Cotton and Gentle Art. Don't hold me to that. There might be a Weeks in there as well. I'm not 100% sure, but it's with the hand-dyed, not DMC. I did put in 310 for the aliens and the words, but I will be frogging that and putting in the Raven, which I got, which has like a green variegation to it. So that'll be going in as well. Needleminder is Glow in the Dark. It's from Ginger Stitch AU. All right, the final whip is another stitch along that I'm behind on, and it is the Blackwater Sirens stitch along by Bella Filipina. I don't know if this is going to show my fabric true to color, which is really annoying while it's folded up. Yeah, see that like deep purple and like grungy green. It's not going to do it justice. Anyway, my fabric. This is a 32 count that I hand dyed myself. In hindsight, I wish it was a little bit more blue. But you know, it is what it is. Stuff happens. I pulled it out of the Q-snap because I finished the second siren and she is mammoth. There is a whole other siren that's come out that I haven't finished, and then there is the fourth siren. Half of her has come out. I haven't even started, but I actually might work her next because she's probably easier to count off the second siren. So this is where this is up to. This is stitched on a 32 count that I hand dyed myself. 2/2 with the cold 4. I've done some back stitch, no beading. Beading will be done last, but the metallic threads are going in at the same time. So I'm going to, I'm stitching this, the skin is 1/1. Should have said that. So the first siren, she's missing back stitching from her face because I believe it's all going to be filled in because they're meant to be on rocks. So I haven't done the back stitching on her face or on her elbow and arm and on her boobies. But this siren, who is my most recent finish, she's backstitched. Drin did offer like clamshell bras or tops for them for people that wanted coverage, but they're sirens. They're meant to have their titties out. I don't know how better way to put that. But this is the second siren. She just needs her beading and a tiny bit of back stitch, but she is done. Her tail was a lot. But glad she's done. So we have a purple siren, a yellow siren. This siren over here is pink, and I think the new one's going to be green. Needle minders, which are sticking together, are every single one of them, Ginger Stitch AU. So that is exciting. That needs to be, I need to work on her. I need to actually rechart them because I rechart the patterns onto Max Stitch because I have a working project, so that way once it's all released, it'll all be in one PDF that'll go into my pattern keeper. I mean, each part goes into my pattern keeper when I upload it. Anyway, it's fine. It is what it is. So there are my whips. My whips are done. Which is exciting. I am excited to move on to other projects. Okay, I will quickly go into my stats for March. Now, I didn't work on how many projects, I didn't write down how many projects I worked on because I forgot, but I managed to do 18,040 stitches. I stitched every single day. I had 3 finishes and 2 new starts, which not bad. I mean, it's sort of whipping down. For comparison, so far my April has been really, really slow. Like so far it's, what day are we in? It's the 4th of April. I've stitched every day, but like I think the 1st of April I got 82 stitches. The 2nd of April I only got 76, and like yesterday I only got like 20 something. No, I got 69 stitches yesterday. So when I'm in the office, my stitchy days are like really slow. But on the weekends and when I'm home, like today, working from home on Fridays and Mondays, I can stitch before work, I can stitch on my lunch break, and I can stitch after work, which is fine. Today was a little bit messy because Vader needed to go to the vet, so I had to start work early. But as soon as I finish work, I will hopefully see how much of that frame and that release I can get done, and then I'll switch out projects tomorrow. So, for my haul, I ordered needle minders because Ginger Stitch AU released this cute little Mothman. Look at how cute he is. I love him. I love him so much. Naturally, he couldn't travel by himself, so I had to order others. So I got, oh my god, I've just completely blanked on what the flower is called. Anyway, flower. I got a little terrarium, which is super cute. And then I got the familiar because Vedi is my baby. Vader's paw pads though are black, so I mean, representation is still him. So, someone did ask me in the comments how strong Ginger Stitch's minders are. Zane's minders are. They are fairly strong, right? Chunky thing. For reference, there's a pair of tweezers. Holds the tweezers. These are fairly heavy pair of scissors. Well, they hold the scissors. So, fairly decent. I love them. They are my favorite needle minders. Nothing will ever replace them being my favorite minders. Ginger Stitch for life. I actually had Zane send me a list of all the minders I have. It's a lot. It's a lot of minders. So I ordered those. That was my haul because my fabric of the month hasn't arrived. The fabric I ordered from Color Cascade hasn't shipped yet, and my silk of the month hasn't come. So not much I can do. I did get some happy mail from my friend Jen from Wolf Down the Rabbit Hole, and it's so cute. So I'm going to share that with you. First of all, she stitched me a little pocket dragon. Isn't it cute? And she made it into a card that says, "I wish you lived next door." And I love Jen's cards. Like, I literally keep my other one on my windowsill. She stitched me a Slytherin platform 9 3/4, and now I have a little pocket dragon as well. So Jen's cards will go together. I love this little dragon. Both of them are stitched on an opalescent. I love this metallic pen that she used, and she used it in both cards, I'm pretty sure. No, just this one, but it's written on the inside as well. And like, look at the metallic. Wow. Anyway, it's stitched on opalescent fabric, little pocket dragon. Love that. Love that for me. She also included, oh, can I just look at this? Look at this wax seal. I'm literally going to cut this out of the thing and like stick it in my diary because I love it. She also sent a few bookmarks. So I have a purple dragon and a green dragon. Dragons. Love dragons. And then she also sent me 2 magnetic ones. So this is one, Moth and Poppies and Moon, which I love. And it's like one of the, you know, which I'm actually going to use one in my Flosstube notes so I don't keep losing my page, which is going to be really helpful. And then the other one is just one more page with a skeleton, which I absolutely love. So I love those. Thank you so much, Jen. She also sent me, some goodies. There was a plain Freddo, but it's gone. I had it yesterday. I'm so excited. I saved these just so I could show you, but they're literally going to be my afternoon snack today. She also got me a little dragon needle minder with another little baby dragon. I love that. I love dragons. Dragons! She got me this little thank you for being so amazing. And then on the inside, I love it. It's like, I'll pop it out. It's like a little ceramic star and it says, "You're a star." I love it. It's so cute. So it's going to go up on my bookshelf with my crowns. I have crowns on my bookshelf. She also got Vedi a little bag of treats, which he's literally been sitting here sniffing every time he gets a chance. And I don't know if he's in here. Is he in here? Vader! We'll see if they summon him. And then the funniest... Oh, come on. He has been summoned. Okay, I'll get you one after. I'm almost done. I'm almost done, buddy. And then this is likely something, if I let it dangle, he will play for, but it is hilarious. So It is a zipper pull / scissor fob, and it says, I'm a Shadow Zaddy fan. I love it. It's amazing. This made me giggle when I pulled it out of the little pouch yesterday. I love that. I love that. So that's super exciting. So yeah, that was my little happy mail from Jen. Now poor Vady wants a treat. Veda, come here. Come here. Do you want a treat? Come here so I can show them what you look like. Come on. Okay, I'll just lean over. Now, if you can see, he's missing a little patch on his arm, and then if you look up, he's missing fur under his neck, because that's where they had to shave his neck to draw his blood. So, Veda, say hi to your fans, because they watch for you, not for me. Veda, can you say hi? No. Anyway, that's my happy mail. I have got 8 minutes to get through plans and wrap this up. So, I have decided to set up my spreadsheet, which I have open on the laptop next to me, because I cannot for the life of me remember how many stitches that I wanted to do for per year. Where is my... Oh, there we go. Okay, so what I've done is in my spreadsheet is color-coded by year. So for 2019, my goal every time that project is spun, it's one project, I only have one project for 2019, is to get 1,500 stitches on that project when it spins up. So that could be, so that's my Sorcerer Mickey. So that could be getting 1,500 stitches in before I switch to another project. However, obviously I film a Flosstube. I need variety for my episodes. So we'll see how many days that 1,500 stitches takes up. Sometimes if it's a weekend, I can get that done on the weekend. For my, what's next? 2021. So I have no 2020 projects left. For 2021, I have 2 projects. When they spin up, they will get 1,250 stitches every time they spin. Sorry. For 2022, they will get 1,000. For 2023, they will get 750. 2024 will get 500. And 2025 will get 250, except for 324 and 324 the sequel, because they are my dailies. So every time the wheel spins, they will get that many stitches. So if a project spins twice, it will get double that. So for example, my projects that spun up were Siren of the Sea, Scary Sampler twice, Blackwater Sirens, Books on Magic, The Fox, 6 Cute Ghosts, Dragon Phoenix, Visit Dagobah twice, Mythical Creatures, and my Milky Way Letter L. Now, of those, I have hit 4 of those goals, and I cannot spin until the rest are done. So, once I'm done with Court of Crows, Books on Magic will be out next. My April Whip Go are already done. That was The Fox and... what was the other one? The Haunted Mansion was my other Whip Go. So it worked out for both. My Whip Go goal is 500 stitches. So both of them got worked on. So Whip Go for April is done, and I have so far got a green board. All of my Whip Go goals, I'm like actually caught up this year, like keeping on track. So yeah, so I have some, I'm hoping this gives me some variety, so I'm not pulling out the same projects all the time to work on. So what I've been doing is I make a list of 10 projects, and I spin them up. So for example, I spun Siren of the Sea, wrote that down. I spun Scary Sampler, wrote that down. Scary Sampler then spun again. And then I moved on until I had 10 individual projects, no matter how many times it spun up. So those spun up on the 22nd of February, and I'm still not caught up. Obviously I've been working on other things in between, but that's where that's at. So that's my plans going forward, and I'm 90% sure, I want to say like 99% sure I stole that idea from Kat over at Kat Can Sew. Yeah, I'm about 90% sure that I pinched that idea from her, which I hope she doesn't mind. I love Kat. Kat's great. If you don't follow Kat, go follow Kat. So yeah, so that's my plans. So hopefully you will see some variety instead of seeing the same projects, and then hopefully some of the projects that I don't pull out, don't gravitate towards, will actually get worked on. So hopefully then I'll whip down so then I can work on new things. Or, you know, I'm happy to stay around 50 whips. I'm happy to like start something as soon as something's finished, but like there's a few in there that need to be finished. Like 2019, 2021, 2022 should probably be finished, but you know, oh, something just fell in there. I'm gonna have to find out what he's done. So yeah, that's my plans going forward. We'll see what happens. We'll see if I can get anything finished. But yeah, I'm sure in my next video I'll have fabric to show you, a whole bunch of other things. Who knows? If you've made it this far, leave me a drink emoji, because I have little Coke no sugar next to me. Leave me a drink emoji. Why not? Last week was snacks, so of course we need a drink to go along with the snacks. Leave me your favorite drink emoji. As always, let me know what you're stitching down in the comments. Do all the YouTubey things like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.